So this year I promised myself, I said 2024 is the year that I sort myself out, figure out what I want out of life and just go for it. So far this year it's June, just beginning of June, and I've been to France. I've been travelling in France, just to one place, and it's lovely, but that's fine, but I much prefer my home here in the Wirral. And I've been learning lots of new skills, new craft skills. Now I've been crafting for years, and I'm one of these people that kind of picks up things and hasn't go for a bit, and if I not find I'm absolutely amazing straight away, I go, no, I'm not doing that. My brain says no, I'm not doing that. So I have tried pretty much everything. I have a craft room here, kind of. This is my tidy spot where we just don't look down on the floor because it's awful. And I have things ranging from paper crafts, macrame, sewing, and lots of yarn that I need to find a home for here, because I'm never giving yarn away. We don't do that. We don't give yarn away. So this year, as I said, I was going to start learning some new things. Now, doing things with wool, crochet, things like knitting and crochet, I've always thought I quite like the idea of that. When I was younger, in my teenage years, my nan and granddad taught me how to knit, and so in January this year I picked up a pair of knitting needles, and I was alright. I could do one stitch and I could make lots and lots of squares, but I could not, my brain, I have ADHD, and my brain just would not, it couldn't work out the pattern. So I wanted to make a jump, my brain just wouldn't do that. So I have lots and lots of squares, knitted squares, and I got a bit bored, and I thought, well, I'm not doing anything, and I wanted to try something different. I still wanted to use my yarn, my wool, because it's pretty and I have a lot of it. So then I started watching YouTube. Now, like other crafters out there, we watch other people having their own little businesses and just getting inspiration, really. And I found a lot of people crocheting plushies, and this is mainly in America, so it's a little different in the UK, but we'll get to that. And I thought, oh, they all seem to be doing really well. They seem to be going to market, selling a lot, and these look amazing. These sort of plushies look absolutely amazing. And I thought, let's have a go at this. It took me until May, the beginning of May, to learn how to crochet. I just could not get my head around it. And then just one day I was like, right, I'm going to spend the whole day just watching YouTube videos, learning how to do a single crochet stitch. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. And I did. And I've not stopped crocheting since. I am a little addicted. So let's have a look to see what I've done. So going from my YouTube watching people do plushies, I thought, let me order some plushie yarn. Now, Burnett baby blanket, which seems to be prevalent in the US, it's not as easy to come across here in the UK. So I chose something called I think it's called Dulcie. It's from Actually Yarns. I'll put the link down in the thing down there so you can have a look. So I found myself a pattern, having just, at this stage, the only thing I've crocheted is squares, and I did a granny square. So I like to go from beginning to advanced. So I'm just sort of like that. So I thought, I'm going to get a pattern. Bearing in mind, I could never read a knitting pattern. So yeah. So I got the Loaf Cat by, I don't know who it was by, to be honest. I should have written this down, but I will put it back in the description box for you so you can have a look. It's an amazing pattern. It seemed to be really, really popular. And I bought my yarn, my plushy yarn. And if you don't know what plushy yarn is, it's the yarn that is just soft. It's chenille yarn. It's nice, soft and fluffy. So you ready for this? This is my first thing I made. So I went, you know, went from squares, a granny square, to this. look at his little feet. I'd never done these stitches before, and it took me a while to do it, and it's quite cute. I don't know what's going on with this. I think it's supposed to stick up, but it hasn't got bum holes, so you're fine. This is adorable. Things I learned is that I don't like chenille yarn. I love it. It's nice, soft, fluffy. This isn't as fluffy as Bernat Blanket, but this is it's quite nice. But I don't like working with it. One, it gets fluff everywhere, so you're covered in whatever colour yarn fluff you want. But it's beautiful and soft. It is nice and soft, and I can't stop. You know, it's one of those things where you just like comfort. So perfect for kids' toys. But I just didn't like using it. One, because it broke quite easily. When you're doing the magic, you do a magic circle to start off with, and if you pull it too tight, it does break. And I had instances of that. I'm quite heavy-handed, so I didn't like that. And then it's quite hard to see all of these stitches, and when you're like me, just started seeing where the stitches are is quite good. And I can't guarantee I did all the counting, which is I found quite important. So this is my first one. I'm going to keep her forever and ever and ever. This I made up. So then I was like, right, okay, I'm going to give this another go. So I made a chicken. I didn't get this one out. It's a Mabel, I think it's something. I'm going to put all these links down below. Now I only had a crochet hook up to size 6, so I'm sure that if I had a bigger one up to sort of 8, 9, I think they said to use, it would be bigger. But this is my little chicken. Isn't it cute? I made this bit up, so no idea what I was doing. And lie balls, but isn't it cute? Again, this is actually Signet Jelly Baby yarn, and it's much softer than this one, but I just did not, because I couldn't see the stitches, so I didn't know where I was going, so I just didn't like it. And I was thinking, well, I'd seen all these designs, so I've seen all these plushy designs that the American people are using, and you know, and I brought a few because why not? Who doesn't need quite a few patterns of things you're never going to make? And I was like, well, I'm going to try this, keep trying. And I just didn't, I've come to the conclusion that I don't like plushies. I love plushies, somebody else is making them, but I don't like to make them. It's just not my thing really, to be honest. But I love amigurumi, which is technically what plushies are, but using not plushy material. Makes sense, really, doesn't it? So, back to the cats. I found cotton yarn. I'm just looking at this first one I made. Oh my God, it's terrible. I needed to do, I had some cotton, 100% cotton yarn in my stash that keeps growing bigger and bigger. And then I sort of thought, oh, I'll go at this. This is, I don't know what's going on here. Look at that, that's ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking, but this is my little cotton. You can see that I've used a 2.5mm hook on this one, so it's a lot smaller. It has the safety eyes as well. Really cute little ears. But I'll go up close and you can see them. It's brilliant. And I like that. No, I liked using the cotton yarn. Let's put it that way. And then I got a bit ambitious and I thought, I need to find something, find a designer that I like, and then just go for it. So I'm crocheting every day. So my idea is to crochet loads of things, do some craft markets, see what people think, and just basically have a bit of fun. And maybe earn some money. That'd be great, wouldn't it? So I found a designer called The Little, their website is called The Little Hook. Crochet.com. And she has a couple of books. Actually, she has 3 books. I have 2 of those books. I'm waiting to get the 3rd one. And I fell in love with her style and just the ease. Her patterns are so easy to read and for me to understand. And if you buy her books, and I think also if you buy her patterns as well, because she sells them singly as well, you can, she explains the sort of how to do the stitches as well, because you can either use UK and US, some of them are slightly different, which I found, and it's very confusing, but she makes it so easy, so easy. So I said I'm going to go all in for this. I'm going to buy some yarn, and I use amigurumi DK yarn. I just put that there. It's back to front because of the way I'm filming this, so I am sorry. But I used this from sconch.co.uk, which are my favourite yarn people. I love them. They're so quick to deliver as well, and they have a huge variety. So this is a 25-gram ball, which for me is perfect because then I'm not got big massive balls like this. This gets into a mess, an absolute complete not a mess when I use it. This is a King Cole Cotton Soft, which I got from my local shop. Yeah, so this one's my favourite. It's got about 80 different colours, and that suits me fine. Now, this pattern designer does use a different, I think it's called DMC yarn, 100% cotton yarn, and she does list the colours that she uses, but I found that amigurumi actually, they're pretty much similar. So I use that, and then, so I guess, should we see what I made? Now this is my first attempt. I thought I'm going all in. So I've made a cat from plushy, this, and lots of squares, lots of squares, and then I made this. It's a puffer fish. It hasn't got the mouth because I just couldn't figure out how to do it. My brain wouldn't work. So I need to go back and have a look at it. Look at it, look. It's got bubbles and everything. Oh, look at its tail on it. It's brilliant. I love it. Look, it's even got the pattern. We ignore the stitching. Look at it, and its eyes. I'm not quite sure about its eyes. I don't know whether I'm sure of a mouth. If I put mouth in, it will look more friendlier. It's got nose. But isn't that brilliant? Look at it. And I love it. Absolutely love it. I didn't know how to do these bobble stitches before, but now they're everywhere. And my stitching needs work, but I brought some more yarn needles that are more pointy and more sharp to see if that works better. Because I do sewing, so I can sew my own things, and I do hand sewing as well. So I just need to figure it out with the yarn. But isn't that brilliant? Isn't that a fantastic design? Isn't it brilliant? I love it. And I loved her style, and it was so easy to do. And I was like, I just love this. And now, well, I've got body parts everywhere. So let me show you what I'm working on this week. In my box, I have the body part. Can you tell I hate sewing things together? That's the worst part. So I've just been making body parts and putting them in here, and I'll get to it later. But this is my week's work. So I sit and I crochet it all, and I have some fun, and I watch YouTube videos, and I'm absolutely completely nutty and in love with doing this. So I started out with a flamingo. Oh, I've got a lot of flamingo stuff here. So this is its head. I've still got to do the beak, and I think I've still got to do its tail. Do flamingos have tails? Because this pattern does have a tail. I'll show you the pattern in a minute, but I'm just, do they have tails? They must have tails, but just hidden. I don't know. A leg, it's got a little knee, her leg, so that fits on its body. Can you see how nice? See how nice the stitching is? And this is, must count. You always count. I found that to be the most important thing. No, learned. Right, it's got wings. These are its wings. I think I'm going to iron them out so they're a bit flatter. You see? Look at this. I did that. It's got little. How amazing is that? And it's all. But these are going to be flat, so then they go on its body like. I don't know. Let me show you the pattern. I'm saying let me show you the pattern, and I don't know where I put it. Let's see if I've got it. I don't. I will put a link down below for the pattern. You can download it because I haven't got printed off the actual final thing. But it's brilliant. I love flamingos. My business name, which I'm going to trade under, is called Be a Flamingo. Henceforth a flamingo. I don't know if I'm going to sell these. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to make any more of these. But look at it. Okay, second up, so these are all parts. I'm going to put these all back into my box because otherwise I'm going to lose them. It's a giraffe. Okay, so it's a head of giraffe. Look. This is a giraffe, this is a giraffe. Look, so it's got a little nose. Look at its little noses. Safety eyes. And they're all in little parts, so then I have to sew them together. So some people like no sew things. I really would, but I like these patterns. So its body, which I think it's going to be like, I don't really know, to be honest. I've not got that far in the book having a look at it. It's got ears. I'm showing you everything here, look. I'm not showing anybody else. So little ears. What else do? I think these are, look at his feet. It's so cute. This is legs and feet. And then, hold on, I've got the horns on top of the things. I did these yesterday. I ran out of the vanilla yarn, so I had to go and do an emergency dash to go and get some yarn. This is its tail. It's going to have a pom-pom on the end. I haven't done the pom-pom, but pom-pom's going to be in this colour. And then it's just got arms. And then the spots. And I was thinking, do giraffes have spots? But apparently they do. I never really thought about it before. And they've got these little hearts. So I've got to make a few of these because I didn't know if I did it right or not. And then they're just going to be sewn on and be quite cute, I hope. So that's my giraffe. So I've got a flamingo to make, a giraffe. I forgot to show you these bits. These are the feet for the flamingo. Look at them, they're cute. It's got little toes as well. See, they're brilliant, isn't it? And what I'm just finishing up now, and I can't tell you how amazing this is because I wanted to make this for ages, is it's not a dragon, it's a dinosaur. Can you see it? That's his head. With lies. I need to put little eyebrows on, just there. His body, which is, look at the stripes, look at that. I did that. And I think that sits on his, I don't know how it's going to sit, to be honest. I've not got to that part yet. Tail, and it's obviously going to go there. Oh, how cute is this going to look? And something I'm just working on the other one is his feet. The detail on this, look, it's got little claws. So there's the bottom of it, little claws. How amazing is that? That's brilliant. I've got a few other bits that I need to finish off today. But I'll show you the picture of what it's going to be like. I won't, I should have got this ready before, but ta-da! He is going to look absolutely adorable. Now, I don't know whether people are going to want to buy these or not, but I'm having so much fun making them, so I don't really care at this point. That's what I'm doing. So this week, I'm going to be sewing them all together and hopefully have a finished product by the end of it. And then I'm going to make some more. So that's basically, you're here just to for me to show you everything that I keep making and come up with a plan on how to, or what to do next. So I will go away. I know this is going to be quite a long first video, but I'll go away and I will be sewing these and I'll come back to you hopefully by the end of the day, probably not by the end of the week, it's Thursday today, and show you the completed things, and then we can make a plan for next week. I will be back. Hello, I am back. So it's taken me a little while to come back to you, so I am sorry, but and ignore this because I thought if I don't do it now I will never do it, because I'll be like, what does I have to do when I get my hair done and everything? I don't get my hair done. So I'm back. I've sewed the body parts. I know, it's very exciting. So I've only got 3 to show you. So the first up is my giraffe. Now he's got a bit of a broken, he's a bit not quite great. I've got some sort of special joint things, so I might try that with him. So I'll remake him, or at least do the top bit again and see how that goes. And he needs its spots, but isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? He's very cute. So that's the one. This is a giraffe. Next up is one of my favourites, and I just can't. Look at the spikes. Tail. Isn't he cute? Look at him. He is adorable. Now these are all my prototypes, so I make them and then test them, because in the UK we have to test them. So he'll be, unfortunately he'll be destroyed, I'm sorry. And then I can remake him and make sure that it's all okay. So isn't he adorable? But it's made of cotton yarn. It's a 2.5mm crochet hook as well, so I do love him. And then I got a bit carried away. And then this is the last one I've done. I need to redo her eyes, and she has a headband as well. Oh, maybe not. Hold on, she's doing splits. How cute is she? A little pig, it's got a little tail. That is the most adorablest thing ever. So I'm really, really pleased with these. I really love these, how they've come out. And so I'm going to be testing these and then remaking them. Seems like I put a lot of effort. These have taken a long time to make because it's the first time I've making them. And then I can make the body parts and do it all in batch stages, hopefully. But I love them. Absolutely love them. This one's absolutely adorable. I'd be afraid to sorry to destroy her, or maybe hopefully she doesn't get destroyed, then I can keep her forever and ever. So yes, how cute is that? So that's my makes this week. That's what I've sewn up. I've got a lot going on at the moment, and my next video I've got some very exciting news. Well, exciting for you because you're coming along the journey. Bit scary for me, if I'm honest, to be honest. So thank you very much for watching this video. I'm sorry it was a bit of a rambly one, but I'm going to try and get out and about and be a bit more, I don't know, out and abouty, and I'm going to sort something out because everybody's got these beautiful yarn walls and it's nice and colourful, and I don't have that because I use my yarn too quickly. But I'll try and do something for behind here so it's quite nice. But yes, so please like and definitely subscribe and share as well to everybody, and I will see you next week. Thank you very much. Bye.